Sadly, so many households are at breaking point right now, and one of the other things to come out of the cost of living poll that we just mentioned with Matt there was 1 in 10 people have said they used a food bank over the last 7 days.
And after some nurses have said that they use food banks themselves, an MP has claimed it could be down to bad budgeting. He said someone earning £35,000 a year, the average salary for a nurse, should be able to cope. We sent OJ Borge to find out what you think. Now, this film contains flashing images.
Now, one MP this week has suggested that somebody on a salary of £35,000 a year, if they're still using a food bank, that is down to poor budgeting. Do you agree with that?
No, absolutely not.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I can't say that on the telly, really, can I?
I think they're probably wrong.
They're out of touch. That's completely out of touch. It's ridiculous.
Maybe so. It could be a bit right. You know, I budget. I don't go to food banks. I live within my means. I have to.
What would you say to that MP?
He should live on £35,000 a year and see if he survives.
Now, there's some debate whether nurses do earn £35,000 a year as an average or not, but regardless, £35,000 a year, is that a good wage today in the current economic climate?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Well, normally that would be absolutely fine.
I'm actually a registered nurse myself, so what we're on already is nowhere near that. We're Londoners, like you live in London, that's really tough.
If people are making complaints and going on strike and saying that it's not enough, you listen to the people. Why would they want to lie?
Now, we've been carrying out a poll. Polls suggested that 1 in 10 people have used a food bank in the last week. Does that surprise you?
It doesn't actually, at the minute.
I work in the NHS, and it used to be they had food banks for patients that were being discharged, and now we're having food banks for staff.
My wages didn't go in the bank this one Thursday, and I had no choice but to go and use this food bank. And do you know what? I've used it twice.
What was the experience like for you?
Embarrassed to death. Embarrassed.
Well, thank you for stopping and sharing. I hope there are sunnier times ahead.
Yeah,
thank you.
I don't think anyone should be in a position where they're having to use a food bank. Do you know what I mean? No one should be in a position where they can't just get basic needs met, such as like food, housing, heat.
Well, thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, lots of you have been getting in touch about this too. Debs has got in touch and she said, I agree with the MP. People need to take responsibility for their finances.
And now Aaron says, with mortgage, bills, childcare and essentials, it's amazing how quickly 35k can be eaten up, which is so true. Things are so expensive nowadays.
Yeah, it is. Lots of people obviously have strong views on this, and the conversation will continue.